Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to have you guys back. Today, I'm going to jump into one of my favorite topics, and that's actually how to get business credit, right? So a lot of people always come to me, and I fix credit. So a lot of people are always coming to me, hey, Josh, do you know the insights on to get this, or how to get this business started, or how to get this credit and financing? So today, I'm going to dive deep into that whole process, right? And it's very, very simple as far as everything that you need. First, we're going to talk about how to get it with your EIN, and it's like your tax social security number for a business though. So that's what your EIN is. So we're going to talk about how to get it with that. And then we're going to also talk about how to get it with your SSN. So first, let's get into the EIN. So typically the way I teach people is the LLC method. Now, do you need an LLC? No, you do not. You can actually get business credit with a sole proprietorship, and I'll walk you guys through exactly how to apply in the later part of the video. But as far as getting it going with the EIN, first you want to get an LLC, right? And you can go to InkFile and go ahead and file your LLC. InkFile and LegalZoom got some kind of battle going on, so pretty much they're giving them away just for the filing fee. So there's no way to get out from the filing fee. If you want to go ahead and get a LLC, there's no way of getting out of it. Here in Texas, it's $300. Some other states, it could be $50, $60. You just got to check what state you're in and go ahead and get going with them guys. So first you want to get your LLC, and then we want to go get our EIN. Now you can get the EIN number from the IRS government for free. It takes maybe about 5 minutes. It didn't take long for me at all. Just go in there, put in your information, and they'll go ahead and give you one of those numbers so you can go ahead and get moving, right? So you're going to need that number. Secondly, what you'll want to do, you'll want to get your business address, right? And matter of fact, I put business address in front of everything, right? So with your business address, you want your LLC documents to go to your business address. You want everything that you do moving forward to all go to your business address. Now, it don't have to necessarily be a legit brick and mortar building. But there's some things that it can't be. It can't be a PO box. It can't be an actual house that you're sending the stuff to, right? It got to be some kind of commercial, or it got to be a virtual office. Now I use Regus. It's property address or physical address. I'm sorry, that's what I use. Physical address. It's Regus. That's also available. And then it's a lot of different other different sites that you can go on and get your actual virtual office that everything's look legit, right? So the reason we want to go a virtual office or a actual brick and mortar business, because if we're looking like a business and presenting ourselves like a business, we need to have that all done the right way, right? So if we're looking like a business, then we should have a business address. Just when you think about it, like Apple or Walmart or any other big corporations like Amazon, you know they're not using Jeff Bezos' address or any other Walton's addresses, right? They're using physical business property or commercial buildings as their address. So that's how we want to replicate ourselves as well. Also, we would like to get a 888 number. 888 number, especially on the LLC route. We want an 888 number just to look like we're doing pretty good as far as what we're doing, as far as our services. We all look legit as far as all over. Now, another big mistake that I see people make, get an email address with actual your LLC as the holder on the email address. So maybe info@joshllc.com or support@joshllc.com, right? That's exactly how you want it to look. You don't want it to be at Gmail or Josh or whatever business at Gmail or business@yahoo.com. You always want that to be a legit professional email, because the banks are looking. Now, typically the banks will deny you for having any of these things wrong without even checking your credit score, right? If you don't match these type of criteria, then you're automatically out. Now, with that being said, we want to add a website as well. Now, on your website, you want to kind of be vague. I'm not telling you to lie at all, but I'm telling you more or less just to be vague with what you put on there. I'm not saying go in there and put a lot of pictures or look like a blog if you're not a blog. Look somewhat professional on your website. Also, another thing you want to do, and this is the biggest one, register with the 411. And you can register on listyourself.net. Listyourself.net. It should be free. It should be free. So if you're paying for something, it's probably not the right website. Just Google it, listyourself.net, and then it should pull up what you need to do, and then go ahead and get you registered. Now with listyourself.net, pretty much it's a real simple process. All you do is go on there, put your information. You put your name of the company, you put the state you're in, your business address, which can be your virtual address. You also put your phone number as far as your toll-free number. You also put that one in there. Put your email if they ask you for your email, and that's pretty much it. Now, what they're gonna do, they're gonna call you. You elect to call them. I use Ring Central for my phone as well, so I do have a code that you gotta press to go ahead and get into my phone. As far as the extension, an extension. I do have extension, so you do need to press an extension to go ahead and move forward. So pretty much I put my phone number, how I would like them to reach out to me. They reached out via phone call, and then instantly, as soon as I push submit, I got a phone call in about 10 to 15 seconds, and then I was gave them the code that was on my phone, and instantly I'm listed with the 411. Now, it does take about a week for them to actually put it on there, so it's not instant, but I got an instant approval. So that was pretty much the easy part. Now, once we get in there, we're pretty much going to fill out an application. If you guys have filled out any kind of application, as far as credit cards, you know that they're going to pretty much ask you for your business information, and then they're going to follow up with your personal information. Now, 9 times out of 10, I haven't seen anybody actually go get the business credit without having a personal guarantor on that business credit. I'm not saying it's not right to build your credit, business credit with vendors or like Granger or Quill or Net 30 accounts. I'm not saying that's not what you need, but I'm saying I haven't seen it, right? So also we also want to go get a DUNS number as well. So think about that whenever you're considering going to get business credit. DUNS number, if you do start messing with the vendors and start reporting to the vendors, just think about that. Now, do you necessarily need to get that? No. A lot of you guys who probably going to watch this, you're not going to be making money in your business right off the bat. So don't get it twisted. You can still get credit without actually making money on a business. Pretty much they'll just approve you based on you personally, what they feel that you're worth at that point, right? So don't think, hey, my business got to be bringing in thousands of dollars to actually get a great limit on my credit report. On my credit card or whatever thing that I'm pulling in, right? Just understand that they will check. If you're making money, just tell them you're making money, how much you're making. You can be legit and honest with that number, however you feel like it, pretty much. Just make sure you can back it up on tax documents or any kind of legal documents. As far as on the personal side, if your business isn't making money, that's where they're going to get all the information to see how much you're worth, right? So with the personal side, you can always put gross income. You can always put spouse income if you're living with anybody, if you got any kids under the roof with you. If you staying with your parents, you can always put their extra income, and just something that they'll be able to validate how much you actually stated on that document, just in case they need it, right? So I always think about extra ways you can bring in something to the party to, kind of boost your income up, because that's ultimately what it's about, your credit and your income. So at that point, you're good to go. You're either going to get approved or denied. I recommend American Express. The reason I recommend American Express, as soon as you get in with American Express, they do not pull your credit for new credit. They do not pull your credit for new credit. So you can continue to run through American Express. Now, don't get me wrong, they do got a certain amount of credit cards you can actually hold with them, which I believe is 6, and unlimited amount of charge cards. So with that being said, I recommend American Express because they do not pull your credit. So I've applied for them, haven't got my credit ran. A few other people apply for them, haven't got their credit ran. And it's pretty much a self-inquiry. Once you get in with those guys, they're pretty much going to pull up your account and see where your FICO is in your account. And then they'll give you credit based on that FICO in your account. So if you check your American Express out, typically you can go in there in my profile and you can swipe down and you should be able to find exactly where your credit score is. According to American Express. So it should make it a lot easier for you. That's why I recommend those guys. Also, I recommend Chase. Chase just got a lot more benefits as far as travel and different type of rewards. Also, Chase give out great limits as well, especially on the business. So I advise building a relationship with all of these banks so you can move forward in the right way that you need to. Other than that, we're going to get into the EIN. So without the EIN business credit, right? So with business credit without the EIN, pretty much you're acting as a sole proprietor. So the difference between the LLC and the sole proprietor is that means you file your taxes differently. Let's say if you got a side hustle and you sell t-shirts, right? You can be a sole proprietor. You don't necessarily have to go create a LLC, spend money to create that, just to carry that and write taxes off on a LLC versus who you are. Now, typically LLC is more protection than a sole proprietor, but it just depends on what you're in. If you're in real estate, then I recommend a LLC because you actually got you're actually selling products to clients. You're actually selling properties, not products, properties to clients. And if for whatever reason you sell a bad property, then that client can actually sue whoever sold them the house, right? So that's when the LLC comes in and it protects you, the person who's flipping the house. It protects you from actually being sued on your personal stuff. But if you're just selling t-shirts, or if you're some kind of small, you're doing a service, maybe you're cleaning some houses or something, and you don't need truly that much protection, then you might want to reconsider either buying an LLC or going sole proprietorship. So I'm not a tax attorney or any kind of legal advice, but this is just my sole opinion on what I think you should get an LLC for or S Corp for. Now, on the S Corp pretty much is the same exact thing, except whenever you put in a business name, business number, business email, it's all going to be personal to you. All right, it's all going to be personal to you. Do you need an EIN for a sole proprietorship? You can use one. You don't have to. You can use your social as well. So whenever they ask you for the business information, if you put sole proprietorship, you put your legal name, and then you put your EIN, or you can put your social security number. Now, I recommend being legit and going ahead and getting an LLC just for liability reasons, for whatever reason you're doing, whatever business you're doing. Just make sure that you're running it by the right people, right? But pretty much you get on there, you fill out the application again. On the application, it asks you the business name, put your name, Josh Aubrey, phone number, put your number, 903-123-456-7. Put your phone number, put your email address, whatever your email address is, joshaubrey@joshaubrey.com, or you can put it at gmail.com. It really don't matter. Then it's going to put your address, put your just basic address, because you are a sole proprietor. So don't get it twisted. It is kind of tough at first because you're not sure if you're doing it right. But just understand it's pretty simple if you're going as a sole proprietorship versus the LLC, and everything got to line up with your LLC. So just understand that you're going to put that information in the business, and then you're going to drop down and go ahead and add it on the other side as well.
Okay, so here we got an American Express application I already pulled up. So we in the business card. So we're going to go to the business gold card. And we're going to go ahead and apply for this card live so you guys actually see what it looks like. So right here, legal business name, we're going to go ahead and put our name. If it's a sole proprietorship, let's say if it was an LLC, then of course we'll put the name according to the LLC, whatever that looks like. As far as the DBA, since it's sole proprietorship, we want to use that. Business phone number, we'll put our 888 number if it was an LLC. If it was a sole proprietorship, then just put your own phone number. As far as the email, same thing, Gmail if it's personal or sole proprietorship. If it's not, then go ahead and put the company name with the LLC email. So as far as business address pretty much is going to be the same thing. If you do have a legit company, go ahead and put your company with the suite number and everything attached to it. If it's your home, then of course go ahead and put your home address. Of course, these stuff is not real, so don't send me anything to this address if you're looking for me. As far as business entity, let's just say it's a LLC or finance. Let's say if it's a YouTube channel, we'll just put finance. It's a corporation, that means it's a LLC. If it's sole proprietorship, then we go in here and we just put sole proprietorship. We put less than 1 year since we just starting this business. Number of employees, put the 1, of course, on the sole proprietorship. LLC, put whatever you got. Business and business revenue, I'm sorry. You got to put at least 1,000. If you had really made money, just put whatever your business brought in. Estimated monthly spend, put that as well, just according to your business. First name, now it's more than the personal information. Just put your personal information, however it applies to you. So I really don't have to explain this side of it, just put the information that it's asking for. It's pretty easy from here. So we got the home address. Of course, we'll put the same home address that we have. If it was a home address, if it was sole proprietorship. If not, go here and put the information that it's asking you for. So Pretty simple right here. Of course, choose the city you're from. I'm in Dallas, so of course my stuff's gonna look like Dallas, but just put wherever you're from or wherever you currently residing at right here. Pretty simple. Zip code. So we got a home phone number as well. We'll go ahead and put a home phone number, whatever that is. Go ahead and add that right there, and of course the cell phone as well. If you don't have a home or cell, just put the same number on those. If you only have one or the other, if you don't have both. Total annual income. Okay, this is what you'll put if you work your regular 9-to-5 job. So it should be simple right here. So if you make 100,000 at your job, you put 100,000. Non-taxable income, of course, like the child support or social security that you get. And then, of course, your social security number. Of course, this is a fake social, so don't use it. That's pretty obvious. And then pretty much you just put submit application, and that's it. So I hope this video helped you guys out. Hey, thank you for watching this video all the way through. It really makes me happy to just help you guys throughout the journey. So if you could like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment if you took action on what I actually taught you. Thank you.